Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus channel. The US military relies on a vast, interconnected logistics network to move equipment, vehicles, and supplies across the globe. This system combines airlift, sealift, and ground transportation to ensure forces are equipped wherever they deploy. Strategic airlifters like the C-5 Galaxy and C-17 Globemaster rapidly deliver outsized cargo, while naval transport ships carry heavy armor and bulk supplies across oceans. Pre-positioned stockpiles in key regions reduce response times, and logistics hubs coordinate the flow of material through ports, air bases, and supply depots. This seamless network allows U.S. forces to project power and sustain operations worldwide. Maritime transport is highly connected to land networks, as in ports around the world, where cargo is prepared to continue on its way to its destination. The military works alongside several contractors to load vehicles and cargo to ensure a rapid deployment throughout the road infrastructure. Those procedures belong to the line haul operations of the military forces that mainly focus on using trucks or tractor-trailers to move goods over long distances. Cargo vehicles like semi-truck trailers offer the necessary power to handle heavy military assets, including vehicles, equipment, supplies, and containers. The freight is organized and secured on the trucks according to a loading plan, usually made by the partner company in coordination with the military personnel. Such a plan considers factors such as weight distribution, cargo compatibility, and security requirements, followed up by the obligatory completion of all the necessary documentation, bills, and manifests. The trucks are ready to move to their destination. This efficiency shows the importance of contractors in providing additional capacity and flexibility to supplement the military's transportation capabilities. With the cargo ready and the vehicles set, the transport convoy starts its journey by following the most suitable route. Their schedule is developed to ensure the most efficient operation, with the transport departing and arriving at their destinations according to mission timelines. Usually, the vehicles are organized into formations based on their size, type, and function. Arranging vehicles in columns or lines, with larger or heavier vehicles typically positioned at the front or rear of the convoy, helps to coordinate the transport vehicles better. The convoy personnel remain alert for any potential hazards that may occur, like accidents or mechanical failures. They may be supported by logistics assets like fuel trucks or maintenance vehicles, depending on the condition of the roads and the type of cargo moved. When they arrive at their destinations, their support personnel are responsible for unloading cargo and coordinating further movement or distribution of assets. However, not all land transportation is dominated by trucks and trailers. An important part is shared by rail transport, which can handle large volumes of cargo, including heavy equipment, vehicles, and supplies. The railroads provide a strategic network that is constantly used by military installations and supply depots. There, the heaviest military assets like tanks or artillery weapons are mounted onto the rail cars using cranes and forklifts. The train is equipped with flatbed rail cars that provide a stable platform for the upcoming cargo. Even so, such cargo is secured with the typical chains or straps and bracing materials that immobilize the equipment. Just as with trucks and trailers, the delivery and arrival process requires coordination between the station personnel and the train. This shows that combining all the transport methods available is necessary to enhance strategic mobility and efficiency for heavy equipment. Those logistics offer unique advantages in supporting military operations. The logistics behind the maritime transport of military resources require complex operations with a high degree of precision. This is why the U.S. military forces created the Military Sea Transportation Service in 1949. Which is today called the Military Sealift Command. This organization controls the replenishment and military transport ships of the United States Navy. To achieve this work, the MSC operates an extensive fleet, including large, medium, and small logistics ships owned by the U.S. Navy. Regularly, the fleet's capabilities are improved by adding new equipment and ships, including multi-purpose vessels. They are designed to handle a wide range of cargo thanks to their onboard heavy lift cranes and their capacity to have retractable tween decks. Usually, this kind of vessel is operated by a private shipping company that has an agreement with the military to move their cargo. Those agreements are typically called military charters and play a critical role in supplementing sea lift capabilities. Depending on whether there is a conflict or an additional transportation capacity is needed, the number of those contracts may vary. All of these procedures and operations are necessary for a global-scale network. Considering the more than 800 U.S. military bases spread around the world. That's why having a strong maritime infrastructure is crucial for supplying and sustaining these military stations with personnel, equipment, and supplies. This also applies when international military exercises are carried out, since these require a large amount of equipment and vehicles. These are used to simulate realistic combat scenarios that aid in improving the coordination between the U.S. and partner forces. Therefore, when said equipment is needed for these training exercises, it is prepared in the ports where they are loaded onto commercial vessels. Here, the port workers, alongside the military personnel, coordinate the loading using heavyweight cranes and forklifts that secure the cargo onto the vessel deck. Those steps are also followed when military assets are loaded onto different kinds of cargo ships, including roll-on and roll-off vessels, also called ro-ro ships. A ro-ro ship works differently from the more well-known conventional cargo ships, as there is no need to use a crane to lift and load the cargo. Instead, the shipment enters through ramps located at the stern and bow of the vessel. This makes the loading and unloading operations faster, considering less equipment is used during the process. However, if needed, some models can also be loaded with cranes. Their open deck design allows flexible cargo storage and a wide range of cargo capacity, up to 70,000 gross tons of overall internal volume. These qualities are ideal for transporting military assets, capable of carrying vehicles, equipment, and supplies. That's why their use is increasing when delivering such goods to support deployments, training exercises, and humanitarian missions around the world. During the process of transporting military equipment using the Ro-Ro ships, the port authorities and terminal operators initially make necessary arrangements to receive the cargo. These include checkups of the dedicated ramps and holding yards where the cargo is held, as well as customs clearance and documentation processes for the vehicles. When the ship arrives, vehicles and cargo are driven or towed onto the ship's decks through the ramps. Trained personnel are in charge of guiding the vehicles and equipment onto the ship, following a designated traffic flow path to optimize space. In case the cargo is comprised of heavy equipment, the port operators may use other tools like forklifts or cranes to handle the load more easily. Handle the cargo inside the ship. A loading plan is followed up by the port and military personnel. Such a plan is designed and managed by the cargo planners, who determine the order in which vehicles are loaded, considering factors such as weight distribution and destination. This cargo is organized into designated zones based on type and priority to facilitate discharge and delivery at the destination port. Once positioned in their compartments, the cargo is secured using lashings, chains, straps, and chocks to prevent shifting or sliding on the vessel's decks. A procedure like this follows international safety regulations, including stability requirements, fire safety measures, and emergency response procedures. This is constantly monitored by the crew, as well as the integrity of the cargo and ship. When the ship arrives at the destination port, the military and port operators coordinate the preparation of the offloading operation. The cargo and vehicles are driven and towed off the ship, using the ramps in a reverse process to the loading. Some final steps at the port include cargo inspections and document clearance before it is released to the next distribution point. In the end, the U.S. military's global logistics network represents one of the most complex and efficient systems in the world. From trucks and trains moving convoys across continents to Ro-Ro ships and heavy-lift sealift vessels carrying entire brigades overseas. Every link in the chain plays a vital role in sustaining operations. Contractors, planners, and military personnel alike contribute to ensuring equipment reaches the right place at the right time. Without this seamless coordination of land, sea, and air transport, the U.S. military would not be able to project power or respond rapidly to crises worldwide. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.